now back to that story we told you about on Just One Station. An alarming arrest in South Florida, putting the feds on alert. And it's not who was busted, but who cops say this guy was trying to buy and what he was trying to buy. 7's Roshlo has the exclusive.
It was just last week when President Obama met with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestinian President Mahmoud Abbas to discuss peace in the area of concern, the West Bank, where Abbas wants to halt Israeli building. The West Bank is also the spot where the terrorist group Hamas recently killed 2 Israeli civilians. And now, 7 News is learning that a Palestinian national with deep connections to the West Bank has been arrested in South Florida for trying to buy hundreds of stolen weapons here.
Here's the big concern with this story. How many stolen weapons are we talking about? According to the criminal complaint, 300 weapons. That's what the suspect wanted. Did he know the weapons were stolen? Investigators say absolutely. And where were these weapons headed? A quote from the complaint. The suspect said they were headed to, quote, his people, end quote.
According to the criminal complaint against Abdelaziz Aziz Hamayel, quote, Hamayel contacted the confidential source to discuss the weapons and explosives he was requesting for purchase. Hamayel specifically requested a quantity of 300 M16 rifles, 9mm handguns, Uzi submachine guns, silencers, and grenades. Hamayel was also interested in purchasing remote detonation devices like a cell phone detonator or a handheld radio detonator, similar to these demonstrations that you're seeing here. So where was the suspect, Hamayel, going to get all the money for these weapons? It was going to cost a pretty penny. According to this criminal complaint, Hamayel has a family friend from the same village in the West Bank that lives in Miami. An associate of Hamayel tells an investigator, an undercover investigator, that he believes Hamayel's buyer lives somewhere here in Coral Gables. Investigators have been on this case for more than a year, but Hamayel disappeared until recently. On August 29th, agents busted Hamayel when he returned to the U.S. on a flight that originated in Amman, Jordan, made its way through Chicago, and landed in Miami. Although the suspect in this case was never able to get the weapons, as he fled to the West Bank before the actual payment, say the authorities, there is a concern, and this is very much an ongoing investigation. In Miami, Roshlo, Today in Florida.